I remember thinking this sounds ridiculous, I suppose, but driving through a town, that if there was somebody that didn't like my product that was in that town, I just couldn't, that would be just a bad thing. I mean, I wanted everybody to like what we were doing. I wanted everybody to appreciate what we were doing. And to that end, we called everybody we sold a fan to. We called them up, and not like, hey, how's it going? Yeah, fine, click. We called them up and asked them what they liked and what they didn't like. And the most important part of that is what they didn't like. What is it that we did wrong? And we changed all sorts of things over the life of the company, from the bolts, from the way the bolts were packaged to the instructions. And I mean, we drove everything so that typically when we made that call, and I had a lot of people making these calls, and it was a big deal, that people were happy. They liked it. And if they didn't like it, which of course that's golden, because now you can actually work on something. It's like looking in a mirror. You can actually see the problem, that we could fix that, and we could improve upon it, because that to me is a big deal, because you're asking somebody, I'm giving you a piece of material, a product, and in exchange, you're giving me money. I mean, that's a big deal. It's like you coming to work for me. I mean, yeah, I pay you, but I mean, you're giving me this part of your life. And that's something that is, I think, it has value, and you have to appreciate that. And so I think the same thing is true. It wasn't a reveal. It's just the way things ought to be. And keep in mind that we were successful. And when you're successful, or when you're making money, I'm talking successful as a company, you have the wherewithal to do this. And you can either take that money and buy another house, or buy a yacht, or, an airplane, or some BS like that, or you can put it back into the company and make sure that you're providing that everybody, I hate to say this, but everybody likes you. Everybody appreciates what you're doing. And I think that's something that I see a lot of companies, or a lot of people that come to us, and they're fixated on their, how many likes they get, and people say wonderful things about them, but they don't fixate, and they don't even listen. As a matter of fact, they try to avoid talking to people, customers that don't appreciate their product. And that to me is just a total, getting a pat on the hiney is no big deal. Somebody telling you how to do your job better, that's a big deal. You should pay attention to that. You shouldn't be taken aback by that. That's something that's valuable.
Subscribe to Outliers with Daniel Scrivner now in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you like to listen to podcasts. And be the first to hear about new episodes and receive exclusive content by joining our newsletter at outliers.fm. I can't wait to help you level up and live your best life.